Good morning. We're going to look some more at this file that we parsed yesterday using Excel. And so what I've done is I've imported the parsed data, about 11,000 records. Look down here at the bottom, and that's the total number of reviews that we went through the previous exercise. Now what we want to do now is we want to learn something about grouping and sorting and counting. And especially with this unstructured data, we really don't know what's in there. We don't, it just came down from the website. And so we had to figure out what are we going to do and how we're going to do that. So one of the things we can think about basically is we're going to want to look at the number of unique reviewers and how many times they reviewed a product. That's one of the assignment questions. And the other part of the assignment question is how many reviews did a product get from all reviewers? So it's kind of two different questions. But I want to show you a way to use query function in the Access database. And we're going to use some summarizing functions called grouping and then counting. So let's put together a quick query here to get started. We'll go to Create, and then we're going to start the query wizard. Okay, just a simple query. And remember, we do this because it's easier than just starting in Design View, but that's where we'll end up. So let's put the reviewer, the user ID first, and then the product ID second. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and modify the query design, and we'll finish. And so here's our query in the design review. Now look in the upper right hand corner. There's the sigma symbol, which means totals, obviously. So we're going to click on that, and notice that it puts in a new row down here in our query called sort. I'm sorry, called total. And so in here there's a bunch of things we can do. We can group by, we can sum, average, min, standard deviation, variance, first, last. There's all sorts of stuff we can do. But for this particular query, if we group by the reviewer's user ID, what it will do is that this will take precedence. So it will first of all find a unique user ID. Then it will apply this part, which is the product ID. And what we're going to do over here is we're going to ask it to to count. And then once we do this, what should happen is that every time it hits a new user ID, it should look for all the product IDs that are associated with that and just give us a count of what they are. So let's run this and see what happens. Looks like we got something. We have no idea what it is yet. But let's do a sort from largest to smallest. And sure enough, what we have is we have the top reviewer appears to be this person A1Z54. So now we've kind of solved the first part of our problem.